At least 7 people have been killed in 2 separate accidents that occurred in the Agege area of Lagos State and on the Kara-Ogun State axis on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. In the Agege accident, at least 2 persons lost their lives, according to the head of the Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, Mr. Adeshino Tiamiyu. However, an eyewitness told Channels Television that 4 persons may have died, adding that the accident happened when a train collided with a trailer.
In the morning around 8 o'clock. Yes, 8 o'clock, 8:30 to 9 in the morning. Yes, there was a train coming from Iju, from Ishaga, heading towards Ikeja. And unfortunately, there was a trailer parking somewhere inside the railway track. So there was nothing the train could do other than to hit the trailer. So the people that were hanging along the train were casualties. Yes, they were the victims of what happened. You understand? 3 people died in the incident. You understand? Yes. Or 4, yes. 3 who died at the spot, but 1 died later. Yes. And please, I also want to use this avenue to tell the government to do something about people hanging up on the train. Yes, they should stop it. Yes, they should stop it.
And that's the scene of an accident that occurred also in the early hours of today at the popular Kara Bridge along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, which is at least 5 persons were killed. According to eyewitness accounts, about 6 vehicles were involved in the accident, which also left a number of people injured. The sector commander of the Federal Road Safety Agency for Lagos State, Hyginus Omeje, who was a guest on Channels Television, gave details about what happened.
Well, let me first and foremost commiserate with the families that lost their loved ones this early morning in that multiple crash. And let me also correct the earlier this thing. It was actually 16 vehicles that were involved in that multiple crash. And if you are looking at the road network there, you notice that that Kara Bridge is on a slope. When you are coming down from Bega, you are on a slope. And this morning it drizzled. And one of the trucks lost control and ran into the other vehicles. By the time we counted all the vehicles that were totally involved, it was about 16 of them. 5 people lost their lives, 3 on the spot, 2 later died in the hospital, 19 people were injured. A total of 53 people were actually involved in that crash. So it's just about we now, as the motoring public, haven't known the topography of that place, how that road is at that very particular axis, that each time you are descending from the bigger end of the bridge, you don't just let the whole of your speed up like that. I want to appeal to the motoring public that at this period we are in, let us do away with that erroneous notion that there are spirits that come out to suck blood on our roads, and know that all of us have a role to play in ensuring a safe motoring environment.
It's a promise kept as Globacom, Nigeria's telecoms giant, rewards the second set of winners of the Glow Everyday Bonanza in Abuja, the nation's capital. Over 100 lucky subscribers got several rewards, including generators, refrigerators and television sets. Officials of Globacom Nigeria describe the event as an expression of the company's appreciation for its numerous customers.
It's all joy as winners of the second set of the Glow Everyday Bonanza step forward to receive their awards at the Globacom office in Abuja.
These are the winners of the microwave oven.
One after another, the over 100 lucky winners of the Glow Everyday Bonanza take snapshots with officials of Globacom and government representatives at the prize-giving ceremony in Abuja. The representative of Globacom Telecommunications describes the occasion as a show of appreciation for their subscribers.
Glow Everyday Bonanza is a customer appreciation offer in which over 17,000 mouth-watering prizes worth hundreds of millions of naira will be won by you, our esteemed customers. It must be noted that this is the first time Telecom subscribers in Nigeria will be enjoying this kind of value from service provider in the country.
He also explains what other subscribers need to do to qualify for the draws.
What you do is just use
use your phone normally, you don't need to pay any price. Recharge, if you are a prepaid subscriber, you buy a recharge card or go online and recharge, do e-top up or whatever, any means of recharge your phone as a prepaid subscriber, use minimum of 100 and you are qualified for the day, every day.
For most of the winners, the occasion has erased doubt about the genuineness of the bonanza.
The first time I see is something that is not serious. So one of my friends told me that I should come, Glo must give me. One guy ever won car, and they give him. So I should take it serious. Then I took it serious. Then I came today, and it's true. So I'm very, very happy for Glo.
Over 1,700 prizes, including refrigerators, generators, television sets, and 650 brand new Hyundai cars, are to be won by Globacom subscribers in the ongoing Everyday Bonanza.
All right, now let's take a look at some business news for the day. Here's Melinda Akinlami.
Thank you so much, Joma. Welcome to Business News. The Central Bank's Monetary Policy Committee is likely to cut interest rates in the first quarter of 2018, and that's according to an investment bank, Renaissance Capital. The Moscow-based investment firm's economist for Sub-Saharan Africa, Yvonne Mango, says she expects the MPC to start cutting the policy rate between 1% to 2% from March next year. She, however, identifies low oil price and production as potential risks to a likely rate cut. The central bank has left key interest rates at a record high of 14% in its last 5 meetings since November 2016 in a bid to control inflation and strengthen the naira. Capital market operators have been asked to adjust to the changing economic realities in the Nigerian business environment. Market regulators at a forum of the stockbroking community explained that much is now being expected from the traders as the capital market is set to introduce some new features.
Financial innovation was critical to the creation of an industrial society, and what seems like a revolutionary concept yesterday becomes common today. Products that seems like the most complex and unconceivable a decade ago, only suitable for the most advanced professionals, are now seen completely straightforward. Financial institutions and participants, therefore, have to constantly adapt to new and rapidly changing economic, regulatory, and business environment. This will then aid in performing their expected roles in any economic development.
The FX forward markets have been launched, and the exchange has reached an advanced stage in its efforts to launch futures and other forms of derivatives. With these new offerings, I encourage you all to embrace them and market them aggressively where appropriate.
Now let's check out those oil prices. They are lower today due to rising U.S. production and inventories, which partially offset OPEC's efforts to bring the market back to balance. The black gold has suffered a major setback after posting a month high in recent days, as following political concerns in Saudi Arabia. Data from the U.S. Energy Information Agency shows crude stockpiles rising for a second week in a row by 1.9 million barrels to 459 million barrels. This up and down movement will be the hot topic when OPEC members meet in Vienna by the end of this month to discuss a possible extension of the output cut deal. Nigeria's equities market makes a U-turn from 2 straight negative sessions on gains recorded by some bellwether stocks in the financial services sector. For today's trading numbers, let's join BC Adebayo.
Bellwethers in the banking sector lifted the NSE All-Share Index by 0.05% after 2 consecutive declines at the close of today's trading session. Thursday's recovery comes amid a dismal performance from 3 other sectors, while the industrial sector closed unchanged. In addition, the gains from 17 equities, led by a 9.88% price advance from bulk gases, overshadowed the losses recorded by Capitan and 24 other decliners. Both Nigerian breweries and Guinness accounted for 10.8 billion naira, or 90% of the total transaction value of 11.7 billion naira and 217.5 million shares traded in 3,088 deals. The indigenous brewery giant also emerged as the most actively traded stock, with more than 68 million units traded by investors. And that's it on the stock market report. I am Bisi Adebayo.
World stock markets also bounced back today, and it's across board following impressive corporate earnings and data released in the United States and Europe.